Yo, what's up guys? New Siege video. Can we finally get that 10-10? We're playing the second Squad Zero and KardiaK Unity, which I think is the second light up. Both of them did really good on offense, so let's see how I did. So first team I'm hitting is this typical one. I noticed if you kill that one first, like you kill the Fuki first, then it's pretty decent to do. Killing the Kakano first with this team when there's a Molly in the middle is more difficult. Otherwise, I mostly would say kill the Kakano first with an MST. But in this case, killing the Fuki first is probably easier. You do, however, probably get hit by the Kakano, so you need like fire resistance on your Triana. But decently easy. So since I'm using Gianna in a different team, I was like, okay, I can use this, which is a pretty old team of mine. I could have actually thrown double bomb on Triana, maybe would have been better. I think that would have been better actually. But in this case, well, that thing procced out anyways. And that thing procced out. Yikes, not too Gucci, not too Gucci. So how much damage do? We do a lot of damage with that S1 and a lot of damage with that S1. We got a sleep though. We got a bomb resists. We got a stun. Hehe. Okay, at least that skill went on a unit that I didn't care that much about. It was pretty much dead already anyways. That bomb was a little bit unnecessary, but why not? Thought for a second I heard someone knock. I'm hearing ghosts. However, we're still in the Gucci, we do a lot of damage, and that Zero 2 pretty much has no way of actually killing me, I guess. I do too much S1 damage, I guess. So it was a little bit tricky, not the best offense, but it did win. But it was also mainly tricky because I got some resists, I guess, and some procs. So let's see what this does. Immunity versus no immunity. That's pretty much the gist of it. So focusing the Kakano first in this case. Ooh, getting some procs here. So I have a reduction from fire on the beta, so I am very likely to survive that, especially if it doesn't crit. Mine also does not crit. Okay, we got a nice proc for removing armor break here, and we can kill with that. Otherwise I would have S1 to armor break. Okay, he also has a proc to kill. Yikes, 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 yikes. Can we do this? Glancing, so no armor break on that. Can we kill? 41k, survives a 41k. That is heavy tanky, but therefore does a little bit less damage if they're too tanky. So can I win this still? Well, I think I should be able to win this easily, right? Okay, this was pretty tricky. Not gonna lie, this was pretty tricky. But in the end, it did work. And then you struggle a little bit with the internet. So they also had this team, which was pretty much like a combination of what they had on like the net 5s. I think this was from the other team. I don't really exactly remember what they had on the net 5s. Chiwu, or not Chiwu, Gemini missing that S2 is pretty bad. That thing proccing 3 times is pretty bad, I would say. Yikes. We do get an armor break there, but we also get a counter. Yikes, 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 yikes. That thing is not done proccing yet. I can also proc. I can also proc. You proc, I proc. It's fair. Everything is in balance. Thanos with the fucking weird as small blade. I don't know why Thanos would have a blade that's so weird as small. Whatever. We did win. Oh, this was what they had on the net force. They had the Kakano Iris and Fuki on the net force, which is kind of like similar-ish style to what the other thing had. So apparently my Raoq is that fast that if my Vert goes twice, my Raoq still moves before its Iris. Wait, what? My Raoq actually took another turn before its Iris. That did hella damage though. Fuki is so dumb. Like all of these animations are so dumb. Why do you hit so much of fire? That's dumb. That's dumb. That's legit. What? What? It's just dumb. Don't stun. Okay, no stun. Easy GG. That was a tanky Kakano though. That was a pretty tanky Kakano, but Myra Oak too fast. They also had Kakano more mollies. Shit on the mollies. Everyone's doing mollies. So yeah, this team, which I don't really fear too much, to be honest. You just wait until you can hit everyone, because there's no immunity. And what you want to do is you just reset the Tyrannies, and then you just go for dots, and you just steal away hard them. That's kind of the gist of it. Having these glancings in there is kind of annoying, not going to lie, but yeah, in the end is what it is. Also Ganymede reduction of fire, of course, because that makes most sense. There's still potential to actually land, what's it called? So, ooh, that's close, that's close, that is really, really close. We're still gonna win this, we're still gonna win this. Also, the thing is, which makes it a little bit annoying, why maybe Wusa is not the best call. Probably a Lulu will be a lot better here, is because Carcano doesn't care shit about shields. So he will still land his shit even though there's a shield. And you cannot really cleanse. So for that reason, a Lulu in this team or anything that would cleanse an immunity is probably better. But good thing I had decent artifacts and tankiness on the Ganymede. And then we're pretty much in the Gucci. And Molly is a good healer, but Molly is not a good healer like AoE. So if there's AoE, like if everyone gets a bit of damage, Molly's gonna do shit healing. If there's just one unit left, which we will see in a second, Molly is a perfectly fine healer. So here we kill. And you think it's over, right? You think it's over. But this clip is halfway. Wait, you cannot see my logos in front of it. But this clip, if I do one fast forward, this clip is halfway. We're at 2 minutes. So this thing actually produced it. Let's go for the times 4 speed. This thing actually produced it to make this fight 2 more minutes for dumb shit. Also, it pretty much proc like every turn. I was also not timing the S3 of Ganymede correctly, to be honest. But yeah, you have to do it like always after like she is about to do her shield. But look at this annoying unit, man. This is so dumb. So yeah, that was that. Then besides all of that, we had more Carcanos. Everything Carcano. Everything Carcano. So let's see how this works. So I have 2 units on destroy here, and I have 4 destroy sets in total. So actually my tractor is triple destroy. I could go destroy with revenge, but I noticed they're not focusing him that much. Also, my vigor is destroy, so those kind of helped out both. So this thing actually does like quite a mental amount of destroy. Also, the damage from tractor is just additional damage from defense, a little bit from HP, but mostly from defense. It actually works better to have like additional damage from defense if you also have a talk in there, but in this case I went for the vigor. And my tractor just died to additional damage as well. Yikes. So therefore, you actually, if I didn't have vigor on destroy as well, this would have, well, never worked out or be a really long fight. But now, in this case, we can go +4 or 4 times. And it can take a little while. He was not in destroy. Also, guys, you ruin your defense on destroy, boys. Like if you have these kind of defenses, you want to ruin them on destroy, because this shit is. If he had destroy, I would have probably lost. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, would I have used talk here better than vigor? Maybe. Would have been a little bit safer. But I didn't really expect that. Additional damage from Asher was actually quite a lot, because he just did a lot of damage from additional damage pretty much. So in the end, we'll get there, and then we press auto, and it's just gonna take more time. Yeah, well, I'll win. It just takes a bit. We'll get there. Hyperactive, whatever. 50k Triana. No, it wasn't even 50k Triana, but yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. So we're dying in this turn. Yay, we're dead. Well, it's more important to win than win fast. But we can also just choose to win fast. We mostly do it like this. We do a strip, we do a armor break, we do a little bit of Maelstrom, and everything's just freaking dead. Easy. I love this team. But I've seen some guildies I've seen some guildies of mine use this team, but you need like decent artifacts on like all 3 units, good damage on both Galleon and Tiana, and of course max Aki on the Poseidon. If you don't have all of these things, this team is gonna fail, like for sure. So a little bit of a weird defense, and therefore also a little bit of a weird offense. Never use Mo Long together with Savannah and Fran, but they have no strips. I also kind of hoped that he would outspeed me, but that thing was pretty slow. Do we stun? We do get stuns, but not on the one that I wanted. Not on the one that I wanted. Either. Let's see how much damage we're actually gonna do on this middle guy. Nikki, 50k? 55. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Kind of expected to kill there. Maybe as reduction from water. Would make sense. Would make sense. But yeah, this was a pretty solid offense because I don't really expect him to kill anything turn 1. You're just immunity. The LD5s are not always that good to have just spam in your team. Same as this one. This was a pretty strange one as well, but actually took a little bit longer than I expected because, of course, they are destroyed. I should have known. This Kaki is not on fire, which should have been. And yeah, they have to destroy runes. I don't really have proc potential as much here. So I kind of have to work with destroying anything. A unit that could work here as well would probably be the... what's it called? The Water Slayer. Water Slayer is actually a pretty good unit here as well. So Water Bison, Water Slayer. Only issue is like some guildies of mine actually test it. If you use Water Slayer together with Bolvrik, then at some point Bolvrik is barely gonna lifesteal anymore because their HP is that low that Bolvrik also barely heals anything anymore, which does make sense, which I didn't think of at first, but yeah, that does make a lot of sense. So this fight is... there's a lot of better ways to hit this team, not gonna lie. But I was pretty much out of my main units that I mostly use, so I just had to do something. I don't have Destroy, he did have Destroy, so we're kind of running on the clock there. Can we... Wait, I should have S3'd. Why did I not S3? I should have S3'd there. I think I did this while I was distracted or walking outside or something, I don't remember, but I should have S3 there and then it was a kill on the Dark Slayer. But apparently I messed that up. Apparently I did mess that up. Well, not sure what happened there. Not sure what I was doing there. Either how, monkey procs. Yeah, so here I'm kind of just spreading the damage because Molly is really good at healing 1 unit, but Molly is not really good at healing 2 units at the same time. That was kind of my idea behind it. Is like, okay, if I can make Molly like divert her healing towards 2 units, at some point one of the 2 units is low enough that I can kill it. And that's, I guess, kind of worked out if you don't proc 3 times. Well, two turns proc 3 turns, but... we're still not in the Gucci, but we have Ace 3 coming up. This does too little damage. I should have just S1, I guess. And we got Molly procs. Great. 34k HP heal. So wait, if I do 34k HP heal, that also means that that thing is like what? Well, more than, he's like 60, he's 69k HP. The child in me arises, whatever. So yeah, I think we're in the Gucci here, but this was not my most clean fight. Also, if you want to use Kaki on offense, I do recommend Vio. So this is my Kaki that I use for arena offense, which on arena offense he's really good on Fatal, but in Siege you do really want to have Vio, like the monkey, for example. If you do like the monkey, shit just dies, but in this case he didn't. And then we lagged, and I thought, no, you're not gonna crash on my ass right now. You're not gonna crash on my ass right now. So then you spam S once, and you're done. And that also means that we had 10 wins, 10-10, finally, took a while. So looking at the map afterwards, some people were asking it to just have like some insight what happened to the map afterwards. We didn't go that far for like cuts and backlines and that kind of stuff. Win rate of Zquad Sero was pretty good. Win rate of KardiaK Unity was pretty good. Our win rate was not that great, and our defense didn't do as good as we normally have our defense doing. So in the end, we lost to Zquad Sero. So we got to step up our game. Looking at the contribution, we didn't have like, preferably you have people that are like 150 contribution. So that means either 10-10 wins or they contributed with their defenses to make up for like a loss. So in this case, we didn't have that many of them. For me, I also had like, that is what, 9 defense successes, mostly on Gianna, some on like some other defenses, but in the end, not our best siege, but we'll try to do better. And guys, anyhow, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. If you haven't yet, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and see you later.